Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about the association rule mining. Let's start with the introduction. Association rule mining is a popular unsupervised learning technique used in business to help identify shopping patterns. It's also known as a market basket analysis. It is used for finding the interesting relationship between the variables. Here it is going to find the what is the relationship between the variables. Take an example point of sale transaction, diaper, milk and bread. Here we are going to identify what is the relationship between these items. These items are going to be frequently brought by the parents who is having the children's. So that they are going to be analyzing, and where they are going to, based on these all the information, they are going to increase the size of the sale. It is also going to help the cross sell related items. Based on these relationship, we are going to find out the association rules that will increase the market that will increase the market sales of the products. Here, the data used in this one is a categorical data. It will not work on the numerical data. Here, there is not necessary of any dependent variables. Here, only we need the categorical data. The input is a raw point of sale transactional data, and output it is going to produce is a description of the most frequent affinities among the items. We'll discuss an example. A customer who brought a flight ticket and the hotel reservation also brought a rental car plan 60% of the time. See, in the database, in the data set, it is going to have 60% of the person, 60% of the time who is going to do the flight ticket booking, hotel reservation, is also going to do the rental car plan. Only the 60% the persons are going to have the this type of the transactions. This we are going to analyze here. Business applications and of associate rules. We'll discuss about some of the applications. Sales and marketing, cross marketing, cross selling, catalog design, e-commerce site design, online advertising, optimization, product pricing, sales or promotion configurations. See here, based on the customer needs, they are going to develop e-commerce sites. Based on the customer needs, they are going to do the advertisements. See, for the younger generations, the items necessary are different than the older. They are going to identify the young generation, middle age one and the older one. Based on those things, they are going to do the advertising. That will optimize the advertising. And the product pricings also, they are going to be increasing, decreasing based on the market needs, all those things. Sales promotions configurations, if the some only some items are selling, some other items are not selling, they are going to provide a sales, and they are going to bundle the things. If you are buying 3, 30% off. If you are buying 4, 40% off. Like this, the bundling configurations they are going to be doing to promote the sales of the items and also increase the size of the sales. Next, in the medicine, here it is going to be used for identifying the relationship between the symptoms and the illness. Based on the symptoms and the illness, they are going to provide the medicines. Diagnosis and patient characteristics or treatments, genes and other functions. Based on these things, they are going to identify the medicines. Next, we'll move for the representing association rules. Generic association rule is found between the x and y. Here x is a left hand side and y is the right hand side. S is a support. How often both X and Y occur together in a data set? S means a support. Support, it is going to tell that how often both X and Y together occur in the data set. That is probability of X union Y. Next, C. C is a confidence. How often Y is found for a given X? How often Y is found for a given X? That is a probability of Y by X. That is this generic association rule. We'll take an example: hotel booking, flight booking. That implies a rental car. This is a 30% of the support is there. 30% of the data is present in the data set that is going to be supporting this transaction, and 60% of the confidence is there. Confidence is 60%, but the data together present is both is X and Y together present is only a 30% in the data set. Next, take an example 2. Suppose there are 1,000 transactions in a data set. There are 300 occurrences of X is there and 150 occurrences of both X and Y is there in the data set. And now how to find the S? S for X and Y is probability of X union Y. That is X union Y is 150 and total is 1,000. It will be a 50%. Both X and Y together present in the dataset is only a 50% out of 1,000. Next, confidence. How to find the confidence? Confidence is P probability of X or by Y, or also it can be denoted by probability of X union Y divided by P probability of X. Probability of X union Y is 150 here and probability of X is 300. It is almost 50%. 50% it is going to support. Next, algorithm for association rule. Goal of association rule mining is to find all the rules that satisfy the user specified minimum support and minimum confidence. See, we are going to develop our association rules based on the user requirements, based on the user requirement of the minimum support and the minimum confidence. The item set which is going to satisfy the minimum support and the minimum confidence, only those item set we are going to find out the association rules. The resulting sets of rules are all same for the all algorithms. Many algorithms are there. Popular ones are the a priori, Eclat and FP growth. All are going to produce the same result, same association rules. These algorithms identify the frequent items, then these are going to be converted into a association rules. How exactly it is going to be done, we are going to see with the a priori algorithm. Next, we will discuss the a priori algorithm. A priori algorithm objective is to find a subset that are common to at least a minimum number of item sets. The frequent item set is the one whose support is greater than or equal to the minimum support threshold. We are going to find out the frequent item set that item set support count should be greater than the or equal to the minimum support threshold. Then only we are going to accept that frequent item set. A priori property is a downward closure property, which means that any subset of a frequent item set is also a frequent item set. That is, a frequent item set is a B, C, D. and subset of that frequent item set A, B, C or B, D. This is also a frequent item sets. It uses a bottom-up approach and the size of a frequent subset is gradually increased from one item set to two item set and then three item set. It will be gone. A group of candidates at each level are tested against the data from minimum support. For all the candidate item set, they are going to test the minimum support. If that is going to be satisfying, then it is going to be accepting. Else, it is not going to be accepting that one as a candidate item set. That will be rejected. We are going to see this one, how exactly it works with an example. We'll take one example. Find a frequent item set from the given data set with the minimum support level is 30% and the minimum confidence is 50%. See here, we have to convert this one percentage into a number. How we have to find out? Here, this is a total. How many are there? Total are 12. 12 divided something x divided by 12 equal to 33. How exactly it has been done is here x divided by 12 equal to 33 percentage. First you have to start with a 1 divided by 12. Is it that 33 percentage? No. Then you have to go for the next 2 divided by 12, 3 divided by 12. Like this, go on doing that one. We will find the final answer. That is a 4 divided by 12. Same way you have to go for this one. 6 divided by 12 is a 50 percentage. Next, we will go for the next. First what we have to do is a one item set you have to find out and the frequency you have to find out. One item set. How many items are there in this item set? First you have to find out that one. Milk is there, egg is there, bread is there, butter is there, ketchup is there. Next, cookies. How many items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 items are there here. Milk, bread, butter, egg, ketchup, cookies. Total 6 items are there. Now we have to find out the what is the frequencies. How many frequencies are there here? Milk, how many times it is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 times a milk is occurring here. So it is a 9. Next, bread. How many times the bread is occurring? We have to identify. 1 time bread, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, 5 time, 6 time, 7 time, 7 time, 8 time, 9 time, 10 time. Total time it is occurring in the group. Next, butter. Go for the same butter. Butter is also 10. Egg. We'll go for the next one. That is a egg. 1 time. For the egg it is 1 time. Here 2 time. Next here it is a 3 time. Only the 3 time egg is occurring. Like this you have gone searching how many times the particular item has occurred. Now what we have to do is we have to check for the minimum support. What is the minimum support? It is 4. Minimum support is 4. Which is going to satisfy this? So 4, that is going to be present here. 9 is greater than 4, not greater than or equal to 4, S. 10 is greater than or equal to 4, S. 10. 3, it is not there. So we are not going to add the egg and the ketchup. Only we are going to add the cookies, butter, bread and the milk. Only 4 items are going to be included in the frequent one item set, which is going to satisfy the minimum support. The minimum support of our is a 3. Minimum support is 3. So we are going to add here. Next, what we are going to do? We are going to identify the 2 item sets. We are going to find out the 2 item sets which are there together. Here, milk, bread. We are going to take the first one, milk, bread, one set, milk, butter, one set, and milk, cookies, another one time. Bread, butter, and bread, cookies. Next is the butter cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 2 item sets are there. Now we are going to find out the frequencies of that items which are present together. Milk and bread. First we will find out the milk and bread. Milk and bread together. Milk and bread. Milk and bread is not there here. Bread is there only. Milk and bread. Only bread is there. Milk and bread. Only milk is there. Bread, milk and bread. Only bread is there. Milk and bread. Milk and bread. Milk and bread. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 are there here. Total 7 milk and bread together are there. Milk and butter. Same way you find out milk and butter, milk and cookies, milk and bread, bread and butter, butter cookies, bread cookies. That is 4 here. Next we have to check that one, minimum support. Here the minimum support we have to check. Minimum support is 4. 7 is greater than or equal to 4. S, that is will be added here. The 7 will be added. 7 will be added. 3 is not going to satisfy. Not going to be added. This is going to be satisfying. This is going to be satisfying. Only 4 items are satisfied with the minimum support. So we are going to add this 4 item set. Next we will move for the 3 item set. In this 3 item set we are going to make it together. This milk, bread, butter. Milk, bread, butter over. Milk, bread, butter is over. Milk, bread, cookies 2 is there. Milk, butter, bread, cookies. See, like this. Milk, bread, butter, cookies, milk, bread, butter, cookies. 3 items are there. We are going to identify which all the items are present together. See, what is the item set is there here? Milk, bread and the butter. Milk, bread, butter. Here milk, butter is there, bread is not there. Bread, butter is there. Milk, bread, butter. Milk is not there. Milk, bread, butter. Milk, bread, butter. Milk is not there. Milk, bread, butter. Milk, bread, butter. Here it is not there. Butter is not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 items are there here. So we have written the 6. Similar way you have to find out for these 2. And we have to check out for the minimum support. Minimum support. Minimum support is equal to 4. Is it going to be within that 4? Only one item is within that 4. So only this is going to be added to the frequent 3 item set. This is going to satisfy. To find out the next room, the items are not there. Only 3 frequent item sets are there. Only one frequent item set is there. So we want to stop here. This is the only one frequent item set we have found. For this item set, we are going to find out the association rule. Next thing is to create a association rule for this frequent item set. Creating the association rule. Association rules are created for item sets that meets the minimum support level and minimum confidence level. The association rules which is going to meet the minimum support and minimum confidence, only that are going to be selected. That items are going to be selected as an association rule. Higher level item sets that meets the support requirement is the 3 item set. That item set 3 is that is going to meet the support requirement. Milk, bread, butter, that is 6, which we have found here last. This is going to become a last item set. For this item set leads to a multiple candidate association rules. This is going to find the multiple candidate association rules. We'll start with the following rule. Many association rules we can find out. First, we'll start with the first: bread, butter, and milk. Here, total how many transactions were there? Total 12 transactions were there. Here, the X is going to become a this. This is going to become a X, and this is going to become a Y. This is X and this is Y. X is bread, butter, Y is a milk. Bread, butter, it is going to occur 9 times. Please check out here. Bread and the butter, it is going to occurs for the 9 times. And X and Y, bread, butter, milk, these all together are going to be occurring 6 times. So here it is a 6. Minimum support, you have to find out the minimum support, that is a 6 by 12 equal to 50%. Minimum confidence is 6 by 9, that is a 67%. This rule is going to have a 50% of the minimum support, but our minimum support threshold is 30%, and the minimum confidence is 50. Here for this rule it is a 67. So it is a greater, this is also a greater one. So this, whatever this bread, butter, tends to milk, which is having the support is 50 and the confidence is 67. This is a valid association rule. Why means because the minimum support is 50%, which is above the threshold support and above the threshold confidence. So this, whatever the association rule is there, this is a valid association rule. Next, similar way we have to find out for the other variants. Milk, bread, butter, milk, butter, bread. These are also found to be a valid one because they are going to be above the minimum support threshold and minimum confidence threshold. So they are both are valid. Total 3 possible rules at a 3 item set level and all were found as a valid one. We can generate an association rule at a 2 item set level. 2 item set level, it is a milk bread. You can find out for the milk bread how to identify. Total transactions are 12. Milk occurs 9 times. Milk and bread together occurs 7 times. We have to find out the support. Support is a 58 and the confidence is 78 percentage, which is above the minimum threshold support and the confidence. So this is also a valid association rule. Like this you can find out the association rules. See, association rule should satisfy the a threshold support and the confidence. If that is going to be supported, then that whatever association rule is there, that is a valid association rule. Got to know how to solve the problem. If you are having any doubts, you can write in the comment section. Thank you. This completes your association rule. My name.